What's going on, guys? Over here. Welcome back to my F1 Manager career mode on Motorsport Manager. We're back for Season 3 after you guys flooded the comment section of the last episode wanting Season 3. So, although the response may not be as great as we started off with, I'm still going to continue doing the episodes because you guys seem to, the ones who watch the episodes seem to really enjoy it. So, keep on smashing those like buttons and we'll keep on doing it. So, we're in Season 3 now and we've actually moved up to the next tier. But as you can clearly see, actually, if you're eagle-eyed enough, you'll see the calendar says 2019. You'll see that all my stats are a lot better than what they were because we've moved up a tier, but we've also moved ahead by 2 entire seasons because you guys told me a lot that I was going to struggle in the next tier and that, you know, I might not be even fighting at all for any sort of championship place, which was, you know, not really the case, but it wasn't really that great and entertaining in terms of an actual season. We weren't really fighting for much. So I've skipped ahead 2 seasons. I've played that off camera, built up the team a lot, especially the drivers. As you can see, we've got 72 on both drivers and young drivers. We fired Russell and whoever we had before, Bayer, and we've got 2 amazing young talents from our young drivers program. We've upgraded the young drivers program. We've also upgraded our car, the headquarters, much as we can. The car development's a little bit lacking, 61 only at this point, but that's because I've sort of hit a bump in the road in terms of the headquarters. As you can see, if we go to the headquarters, I've got aero at level 5, design at level 4, manufacturing at level 4. Now, design and manufacturing are very expensive. If I go 1 up, I go into debt of 4 million, and I've got 2 million already, so it's going to cost us 6 million or 7 million to get. It's just a bit too much right now for me. So at the moment, we're sort of hitting a stagnation point in terms of the car development. In terms of the drivers, let's talk you through the drivers. We've got 2 drivers, aged 19 and 18, Griffin and Frankie. As you can clearly see, their stats are absolutely amazing. We've got Frankie with all blue stats, 75, 70, 71, and 71. And then we've got Griffin, 72, 66, 77, and 73. Both very young and awesome talents. If we look at our young driver pool as well, we've got investment level up to level 5. We're at the moment scouting drivers because we actually just signed this new driver. I think the new driver I signed was Frankie. I think he was the second driver I signed just now off camera. And then the young drivers, we are still scouting. We just ended that 2nd season. We're going on into the 3rd season in this tier. If you didn't know, also by the top, I'm racing in the American Racing League. This will be the 3rd season in the American Racing League. But now I feel like it's the best time to jump in and actually record the series in Season 3 for the actual series on the channel, guys. Because now I think we're in a position where we could try and get first place. I think, if I remember correctly, last season off camera in this American Racing League, we came 3rd in the constructors or 2nd, but first place was quite some way ahead of us, so we still have to make ground up. In the drivers, I believe we're also maybe about 4th or 5th, so we might have to do 2 seasons of this tier on the channel series if we want to try and get that championship. So anyway, let's jump straight in. Dilemma straight away. So the options we have for upgrades are aerodynamic or design. The design gets us 0% and the aero, it gets us 3. So pretty much that's a no-brainer. It's also the cheaper option. So we'll go with aero and that'll bump us up a little bit. As you can see clearly, the actual design is actually very close to nearly 100% there on that bar. So pretty damn good at the moment. So really, we're just looking to, you know, boost the aerodynamics and boost the kind of reliability down there on the very bottom. So let's move on. So we've got round 1 at Texas. It's not the actual Texas, kind of the circuit of the Americas, but it is Texas nonetheless, a familiar place. And also, if you didn't know, just quickly, we've also got a new lick of paint, as you can see. We're now all blue, or kind of light blue, from what we were in yellow. I thought, you know, we needed a bit of a change up. I felt like blue could be a nice little different kind of brand color for us in this new tier. So anyway, let's get into qualifying for Texas and see what our 2 amazing youngsters can do. Right, so here we go, the Texas Grand Prix for qualifying. As you can see, clearly not the actual circuit of the Americas, but nonetheless, we're here at Texas for the first round, acceleration and cornering. Right, so we're going to send out Vettel. We're going to go acceleration, and I'm going to try straights for aero. Let's see how that goes with weather. And then Jaminet is going to go out. We've already set him out onto the acceleration, and we've gone for neutral aerodynamics. So let's see how that goes. Let's speed this up and see how we do. Right, Jaminet comes through the final corner. He's going to get first place at the moment, but then Vettel is going to come through, smash his time with pole position at the moment, provisional pole position. That's a 1:34.1, and then Jaminet is only 2/10 behind him, so that's pretty damn good. Jaminet's back into the pit, so looks like Vettel had the upper hand there, so maybe his kind of setup worked. So acceleration straights for him, and now Vettel comes in, acceleration straights, go out again, and let's see. And it looks like at the moment the 2 drivers really haven't kind of improved a bit. It's only 1:34 still, and with 11 seconds to go, and only a few cars out on track, I think we may may have this 1-2 in the bag. So that's going to be a fantastic way to start the season. But of course, we're going to have to see how we do in the actual race. Right, 458k in the bag. Thank you very much from our sponsors. 1-2, it ends there. But in the race, it may be a different story. Let's go straight into that. It's going to be nice and sunny, so that's all good. We get a 448k bonus. We're going to keep the same strategy. Straights and acceleration seem to work out for us. And I'm actually going to split the strategy here. So I believe, I think it was, wasn't it Jaminet who was a bit more consistent? So we're going to stick him on the hard tyres. And it's 18 laps, so I think that means we could try and get away with a 1-stop with Jaminet if we try and go conservative on the hard tyres. With Vettel, we're going to try something different. We're going to soft tyres. We're going to try maybe do a 2-stop with 2 soft tyres, or maybe even 3 soft tyres. Let's see how it goes, actually. Right, so here we go. 5 red lights for the Texas Grand Prix, and we are off. And Vettel gets a pretty damn good start. Jaminet also not as good of a start as he nearly goes down to 3rd place there. And that is the yellow car of Fonts. I think that's how it's pronounced. And he's going to have to try and defend a little bit from him. And meanwhile, Vettel is pushing a little bit. You know what? I'm going to tell him to push even harder because he's in clean air at the moment. I'm going to tell Jaminet to conserve. This is the strategy that I found in the 2 seasons I did off camera, because not only did the 2 seasons allow me to improve the car, improve the drivers up to a point where we can actually fight for the championship and make this kind of series interesting, it allowed me to kind of figure out maybe what is the best strategy. And I found that maybe going conservative on hard tyres, even though you're going to be slower, you know, in terms of lap time, it has actually worked out really well for me sometimes to do this strategy and just stretch out hard tyres and just do 1-stop. Right, so here we go, lap 4. You can see Vettel is in a very commanding lead. Jaminet is down to 3rd place, but remember, he's on hard tyres, conservative. The people around him are on soft tyres, and now Vettel, you're going to pit into and onto another set of soft tyres. So he's in, so it looks like Vettel, starting with a V and an E, is a lot like Vettel at the moment in this race, and he's really just controlling the race. At the moment, Jaminet is now in 1st place, but obviously, he hasn't made a pit stop yet. He won't be for a while now, and you can see the tyre wear is still really good for him, as meanwhile, Vettel is shredding his tyres a little bit because he's on soft tyres. We're going to go for another set of softs after this, or maybe even hards, and we'll see how that goes for him. But this could be a surprise lead for Jaminet by the end of the race. Right now, you just seen Vettel's taken the lead. We'll slow this down a little bit so you can see that. So Vettel's taken back the lead, obviously being on the faster tyre. But you could see later on to the race, around lap 18, lap 17, you'll see Jaminet's strategy coming back into play, where the kind of longer hard tyre strategy comes into its own. Right, going conservative on Vettel as well. So we've got both drivers conservative because they've got a really good gap here. So I just want to make sure they don't run out of tyres. So Vettel's going to go one more lap here, and then he's going to pit in, and we're going to set him another set of softs till the end. He's going to have to really conserve those if he wants to make it to the end, but we'll try it. Jaminet, meanwhile, looking good on the hard tyres. I think it's about time for him to pit right now. So another set of hard tyres. He's going to conserve as well. So Vettel is in, and also Jaminet is in. So there you go. You got the first driver here going down the pit lane. He's already made his pit stop, so onto soft tyres. And he's going to go to the end, hopefully. Fingers crossed. We'll see about that. Probably unlikely, because we're going to take the hards that long. So we'll see how that goes. But Jaminet definitely going to the end, I feel. Right, lap 13, sit rep at the moment. Vettel has been pushing hard now. I realised my mistake that he's not going to make it on 3 sets of softs. So four sets of softs still could make it, because Jaminet is in 2nd place and he's there conserving the hard tyres. But look at the gap between the two. So I feel like Vettel could even come out ahead of Jaminet, even though he's making an extra pit stop. So right now, pit, push, soft tyres to the end. Thank you very much. And I think this could be the 1-2 in the bag, although he's going very slowly into the pit lane. What was that? He went very slowly into the pit lane. I do not know why. Meanwhile, Jaminet's here. Let's see. How close is this going to be between the two of them? Not very close, I don't think. There's the Vettel coming out the pit lane now. Jaminet will come down the pit straight, and there he comes, just out into 1st place. What did I say? Perfect timing there. 3 stop rather for Vettel. 4 sets of soft tyres, and Jaminet's made it. Oh no! Oh shit! He made a mistake. He made a mistake. Did you see that? He spun. His dot stopped. Shit, he made a mistake there. He made a mistake. Cool. Okay, let's calm it down. Let's calm it down, Vettel. Let's calm it down, alright? Calm it down. Cool. Stay cool, Vettel. Stay cool, alright? We're bringing you the white visor. Right, so this is all good. We're going to put him onto conservative, just because I don't want him to kind of push as hard as he was just then to spin himself out. And behind him, Jaminet in 2nd place. So very, it's nice to see that contrasting strategies like this could kind of, they're very close, We tried the 3-stop and we tried the actual polar opposite, which is a 1-stop with 2 sets of hards. And they're sort of very close to one another. Meanwhile, 3rd place is quite a few seconds down from us. So it looks like Texas is a very good Grand Prix for us. But looking back at the season I did off camera, there were a few races, I can't remember the names of the actual particular races, but there are a few races in there where for some reason our car wasn't particularly amazing, and we were like, we qualified like in 7th. So it is going to be interesting to see if that happens this season. Obviously, every season you do, your car improves a little bit. So it's going to be interesting to see if that comes back for this season. I'm hoping not, so we can try and still stay in the championship. But the thing is, every time I had those bad races, the leader team always picked up so many points with a 1-2, and so it was very difficult to actually come back in the championship in those 2 seasons I did off camera. So I'll have to see how that goes for the rest of the season. But at the moment, it's looking all very rosy. Let's skip to the end. Right, Vettel is going to come through the final corner very, very slowly, but he's going to come through for first place in the Texas race. Jaminet, our second driver, is going to come through for the second place. It's a 1-2 for aarava Motorsport for the first time in the American Racing League. That is absolutely awesome. Awesome stuff. That is the first time we've done it in this tier. So, you know, we went 18 races before off camera, not getting a 1-2 at all. I only won 1 race in the entire 18 rounds I did off camera. So this is absolutely awesome to start off this new season, the 3rd season in this tier, with a win, with a 1-2. Trust me, that is very, very good. 448k in the bank, thank you very much. 1-2, look at that lovely little first place trophy. And that is some lovely little points right now. 25-18, and the constructors 43-22. Right, the Durango Grand Prix. I'm pretty sure I pronounced that wrong. If I have, please don't kill me in the comments, but I'm pretty sure I'm reading that as Durango. I'm going to continue saying that. And if it's wrong, well, go fuck yourself. Top speed and cornering, I sort of agree with that, but I also sort of think that acceleration in straights might be another good bet, because, you know, this track, as you can clearly see, has a lot of corners where you might want to accelerate out very fast, but it has this huge, huge pit straight, so I feel like that might be a help to us. So we're going to send out Vettel on that as well. We'll see how that goes, and then we might split the strategy after they've done 1 lap. Right, so they've done 1 lap. Vettel is in 2nd place, Jaminet in 3rd. It's a very long lap, as you can see, because we're not even back to the pits yet. We've only got 6 minutes left in this actual session. So, very, very, very long lap. You only have time for 2 timed laps. So, we're going to change the strategy a little bit. We did acceleration straights. Now, we're going to try... let's try neutral acceleration for Jaminet, and then Vettel, we're going to try something very, very different to see if that's going to make up the difference, because I think Vettel's the better driver. I can't remember, actually, for the life of me. That's how poor my memory is, but I think we're going to try something different. We're going to go for neutral gear ratio, stick with straights aero. Let's see how this works out. Right, 1 minute left to go. Vettel is in 3rd place. Jaminet in 5th place. He's been pushed down even 1 more place. And with the timeout of the session, that is where it's going to be. It looks like it's going to be 3rd and 5th place. So, not a 1-2. We didn't meet the sponsor objective of 1st place, which is quite a lot of pressure. Obviously, getting a 1-2 in the first race, that you expect that pressure from the sponsors. But obviously, it doesn't help our cause to get a bit more funding for any more upgrades. As you can see there, we got beaten by quite some margin, 2.3 seconds. So, I'm going to swap Jaminet onto the aero that Vettel had, because it looked like neutral and straight was the way to go about it, I think. So I think that's going to be the one for us. Thankfully, not going to be raining, 19 minutes, all sunny. Let's try and get that 1st place objective of 448,000. It's going to be difficult this time. Looks like the other drivers have some pace over us. Let's see what we can do. Right, here we go to 5 red lights from 3rd and 5th. Let's see if they can make some positions up. We are away. Ooh, Vettel with a stonking start. He's into 1st place. Get in, man. Did you see that lightning start? Jaminet, unfortunately, just a pretty average start. He's still in 5th place. But Vettel, shocking lightning start. Look at that. He's already getting a bit of a gap. Literally, his name starts with a V and an E, and he lives after the V and the E name of Vettel as well. I don't think that's a coincidence. That AI, Vettel, must be coded. I'm pretty sure some sort of conspiracy like that, because it's a V and an E to start off with it. He just has the abilities of Sebastian Vettel to make a stonking start like that and just pull a bit of a gap here. Let's see if we can do another same sort of thing as last time and pull a big gap. Right, lap 4, Vettel is still in 1st place. He's been chased down by that green car of Pelham, and at the moment his tyres are already wearing out, so we're going to come in this lap, 25% wear left, so perfect time to come in for him, and he's going to come in for the hard tyres. Behind him, Jaminet is in 5th place, not able to make us some places, so again, we're going to make him pit as well. Same thing, hard tyres, and let's see how it goes. It looks like definitely this Grand Prix is going to be for the hard tyres. A lot of wear here. The soft tyres have only gone pretty much 3 laps properly, so definitely have to conserve tyres here. So Vettel, conservative please. I'm going to do the same thing for Jaminet. Both these drivers are going to have to do some conservative driving. I don't have any fears about that. These two have really good consistency attributes, so they should be able to do a good job conserving these tyres. Right, lap 7 at the moment. Vettel is in 2nd place. Jaminet still in 5th place, although he is on the back of 4th. But obviously, both of them conserving their tyres. And the plan basically is going to be trying to do just one stop till the end of the race now. So we've already made one for the hard tyres. We're going to make one more for another set of hards, hopefully, around, I would say, well, we put on lap 5, wasn't it? Lap 5 or 4. So if we go 7 laps, so around lap 12 or 13, we want to pit for the last set of tyres, which will be another set of hards, and go conservative till the end. At the moment, it's working out, because Vettel is in 1st place, Jaminet in 3rd. So at the moment, this strategy is working an absolute treat. But if we zoom in a little bit, not to... Well, Jaminet's in a bit of a train here. It looks like he's going to be a bit of a trolley train for the cars behind him. But if we look at Vettel, Pelm is right behind him as well. So this is going to be a very close battle between the two of them, I feel. Pelm comes in, actually. Pelm comes in. So let's have a look at the live timing. What tyre is Pelm going to go on to? Looks like he goes on to... Well, he's going down the order. What tyre is he on? Come on, update. He goes on to soft tyres. Okay, that is interesting. That is interesting. Pelm onto soft tyres. Looks like he's going to be the rival in this Grand Prix for Vettel. Let's see how the one more hard stop to the double soft tyres, I'm guessing, strategy works out. Right, both drivers in right now. Let's slow this down a little bit. So Vettel into the pits, Jaminet into the pits. Right now they go down the order, obviously. As you can see, people who have already made their pit stop a bit earlier have gone ahead. Pelm at the moment in 1st place with soft tyres. His teammate Montgomery in 2nd place with hard tyres. So they split the strategy there. We're onto the hards. Don't push. Oh god, conservative please. Conservative for Jaminet. I always forget to do that. When I tell them to push into the pits, I need to tell them to conserve out of the pits. Jaminet now down to 7th place, but he will overtake them eventually. So, at the moment, it looks like we are in the driving seat. I think we do have control of this Grand Prix. It's just all about if the people like Montgomery on hard tyres are going to the end, or if they're going to go for a blitzing on soft tyres at the very end, and could catch us conserving our hard tyres. Right, lap 17, this is how it looks. Vettel is now into 1st place as people have made their pit stops. Pelm behind him, you can see on the bottom of your screen, is on soft tyres. Only 6 seconds back from him, but his tyres are wearing out. You can see he's only halfway through his soft tyres. So I think he's going to have to pit again, maybe, or possibly he will just drop back at the very end of the Grand Prix, because his tyres will surely go off the cliff. Although, who's going to be dangerous is Montgomery. He's on hard tyres, and I'm sure he's on pushing. So that's going to be one to look out for if he catches us. And at the moment, Vettel, as you can see, is slowing down by the minute. 2 seconds the gap right now. This is going to get very close. Not between Pelm, I think. I think this can be a fight between Vettel and Montgomery. Behind them, though, Jaminet in 4th place to pick up any pieces that come of this fight. Let's see how this ends. 2 laps to go. It's going to get very, very close, I feel. Okay, lap 19, Vettel is in 2nd place. Pelm has overtaken him, but Pelm has got a quarter of his tyres left, so surely he will have to slow down to a crawl or pit right now. So we've got 1 lap left at the moment. Montgomery right behind Vettel with a lot better hard tyres. Nick, you can see 3/4 of the way for Montgomery left on his tyres, whereas we've got just under half of our hard tyres left. So we're going to go 1 more lap left, so let's put it onto neutral. We can go to neutral to the end. Pelm is not going to come in. Pelm doesn't come in. Okay, this is a little worrying. How on earth? You know, look, okay, he must be slowing down. Look at it. Yes, he's slowing down. Vettel goes through. He's into the lead of the Grand Prix, but no, he's down to 2nd. What's this? Pelm holding him up. Pelm is This is an absolute madness. Pelm, get out the fucking way. Excuse my language, but Pelm, what are you doing? Look at this. This is a trolley train and a half. This is the Pelm train. What on earth is it? Dude! Get out the way! Yes, Vettel, please, thank you, God. Vettel into 1st place. Pelm comes back at him. Montgomery there in 2nd place now. Pelm drops off the actual cliff. Jaminet push. Maybe we can catch him in the very last corner. But Vettel gonna have to fend off. Come on, please push, please push. He's gonna have to fend off Montgomery here for the win of this Grand Prix. I can't even talk. We through the last corner. Vettel just comes through. Oh, Montgomery came very, very close, but Vettel gets the win of the Durango Grand Prix. I'm pretty sure I pronounced that wrong definitely that time, but Jaminet gets 4th place, but we've got 1st place with Vettel. What a 10-cent to that Grand Prix. Pelm, what a prick. Oh, that was draining. 448,000 in the bank. 1st place. Awesome stuff, Vettel. You've done the job. Pelm, I'm gonna have to have words with you, or have words with your boss, because that was not nice. He did a Pelm train there at the end, but we just managed to get past it for 1st place. Jaminet, unfortunately, only comes home in 4th place. So probably, in hindsight, probably should have pushed him a little bit to maybe catch up to Pelm in the last 2 laps, but, you can look at everything with hindsight afterwards. But anyway, we're still 1-2 in the championship, 50 to 30 points, and the constructors 80 to 43. Now, I'm not going to take this with, oh, we're definitely going to get this now, because In the last season, there was a 40-point gap between us and Apex in the last season. So Apex definitely are there up for the fight, and this is only good for us in terms of getting an advantage early on, but I have a feeling they'll come back to us eventually, so we're going to have to take this with a bit of pinch of salt and just kind of cautiously be upbeat about this right now. But that was an absolute fantastic way to end off the episode, guys. Absolutely thrilling last race. Who would have thought looking at some dots on a screen would be so enthralling and exciting. Guys, if you have enjoyed the episode, smash that like button. Let's try and get 1,000 likes over for Season 3, now in the next tier, in the American League, and for that 1-2 in the first race, and an awesome ending to that last race. Guys, let me know what you thought in the comments below. And if you're around here, do subscribe for weekly Formula 1 content. I'm aarava. I'll see you guys next time. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.